Lions are talking about giving Jahmyr Gibbs more work. More work. This guy's running back one from 2024. Chatty Charlie's come into every live stream, every comment section where Jahmyr Gibbs is being talked about. And they say things like weird things, very uncomfortable things that make you embarrassed, secondhand embarrassment type of things. And they say, but Gibbs can't be running back one, Smitty, if Monty's there. Monty only missed only missed 5 games last year. Played a handful of games. I mean, 5 games is a lot of games to miss, but that's what he does. Monty's not going to stay healthy anyway. But we don't want Monty gone. If there was a button here I could press to remove Monty from the roster, would I press it? The answer is no. He gets plenty of work. They're going to give him more this year. I want Monty getting those 2 to 3 yard per carry touches anyway up the gut. This guy belongs on the outside, popping one off for about 40, 50, 60 yards downfield, using that shiftiness, using that quickness and speed. Lions coach, running back coach, says that Gibbs will get even more work and get even better in 2025. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now. The draft show. Where do we draft Jahmyr Gibbs? Maybe I get a draft slot that lets me take the man of the hour. We're doing it live. Get ready to draft. Underdog code Smitty. Link in description. Link is pinned in the live chat. That show, Graveyard Show, After Dark Show, begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Look, there are 2 types of people in this world. Well, really 3. One, the kid that asked his mom to warm up his Hot Pocket and charge his Game Boy, and he hates Jahmyr Gibbs. He drafts Monty instead. And Monty's good. Monty's a good running back. Monty's a good running back 3, a flex play, maybe low end running back 2 if you're to go wide receiver heavy, tight end, early quarterback, etc., etc. There are those types of people. Then there's the types of people that just don't know anything. They just obliviously go through. They think, I'm selecting Derrick Henry 1 overall. Then there are the people that have been here from the beginning. They've got their train ticket stamped. And they've got a flex pass, a year-long flex pass on the Jahmyr Gibbs train. You've been here from the beginning. Those are my people. Those are our people. We've been here from the beginning. We've been here when people made fun of us for liking Jahmyr Gibbs. We've been doing this thing, this Jahmyr Gibbs hype train situation, conducting the main train that pulls all the other trains. We are the front train. We've been doing this since the beginning. When we came out and I had people down my throat in weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right up to 7. 7's when he popped off. I remember very clearly coming in here and saying, you know what? I need a little something from the big man upstairs. I said, please, can you cut me a break? It's been week 1, his rookie year, this bottom row here. Week 2, running back 20. Week 3, running back 25. Week 4, running back 25. Week 5, he didn't play. Week 6, he didn't play. I had people coming for my neck. Smitty, you ruined my season. I drafted this guy because you said Jahmyr Gibbs was going to be good. I'm unsubscribing to the channel. We took some major heat waiting through these 6 weeks of football, conducting this train. This is his rookie year board, okay? I haven't updated it yet. Then he pops off. Becomes the number 1 running back in top 3 finishes on the year. Not just from when he started. On the year, he was number 1 in top 3 finishes, number 2 in top 5 finishes, number 4 in top 10 running back finishes. 11 touchdowns, just exploded. And then what does he do last year? I'll show you. I'll write it down for you. If you're in a coma and you're just waking up and you're like, who was the running back 1, Smitty, in 2024? It was Jahmyr Gibbs. He was running back 1, and his running back coach says he's going to be even better in 2025. They're looking to get him the ball in creative ways, more ways, and Gibbs is the running back 1. This is not a committee. You know who says running back by committee when it comes to Jahmyr Gibbs? Haters, people that never got on the train and they're still looking for something. How can I be right on this? If Gibbs collapses even a little bit, I'll feel better about my 2023 and especially 2024 self, where I just crapped on this guy over and over. Can't something go right for me? I'm double down Donnie. I'm double down Donnie, and I'm going to continue to say weird things. Why is anybody talking about Jahmyr Gibbs in a negative way? There are a lot of people that say he's not going to be running back one this year. He can't be. There are people creating content. I see screenshots every day from people saying, look at this garbage. And we laugh together. We point at it. We make fun of it. People are creating content around, don't expect Jahmyr Gibbs to be good this top one running back because when Monty's on the field, he's not the running back one. He's not. Just because he finished as the running back one on the totality of the season doesn't mean that he's going to be running back one this year because of Monty. Monty, huh? Monty's holding back Jahmyr Gibbs. I'll tell you what, there's only one person that's brought you the science behind this. There's only one person that has given you the scientific algorithmic data that proved he was going to be as good as he became. This guy. And here's the scientific data that I've been showing for over 2 years now. But the continuum of the gigawatt component structure of Jahmyr Gibbs' workload divide has a megawatt offload that if you compartmentalize the component conjunction timekeeper and you flux capacitor out the continuum component megabolt, things just end up happening. And that's why Jahmyr Gibbs is a top 5 to 10 running back instead of top 6 to 10.
Got him.
Alvin Kamara, a menace on the field and in casino elevators everywhere.
Run. Don't forget to Kamara that like button.
That one's oldie. I was trying to hit the other one. I was trying to hit this button here. Hold on. It was this one. But the continuum of the gigawatt. This man, Jahmyr Gibbs, he looks better than Kamara looked coming out of college, more prepared to become Kamara. Smitty, did you just say Gibbs was more prepared to become Kamara than Alvin Kamara was prepared to become Kamara?
No.
Alvin Kamara, a menace on the field and in casino elevators everywhere.
Run. Don't forget to Kamara that like button.
I see. I forgot we even had that one. That one's great. All right. So anyway, we're here to discuss this topic right here: the Jahmyr Gibbs running back one confusion show. Because for some reason there are. I don't know why. I want to be very gentle how I talk about these people, but there are people. I don't know what you want to call them. Petrified Peters, I guess, and doubting Donnies and double down Darries and whatever. These are people that they think that Monty's really in the way. There are people really telling people. I hear it. I see screenshots that don't expect Gibbs to repeat. Because number one, I doubted him last year, so I got to do something, right? Don't expect Gibbs to repeat because when Monty's on the field, he doesn't have running back one numbers overall. It's not going to be the same thing that happened. I know he was number one last year, but we have to be serious here in this moment in time. We can't expect him to be as good as he was. He's just not going to do it, Smitty. And we've got two super chats, one from Jonathan that says Superflex, CJ Stroud or Michael Penix Jr. in the mid 26 first. Give me the mid 26 first all day. Penix Jr. is going to outscore Stroud anyway. And now you can maybe even, if you wanted to upgrade Penix Jr. into a Bo Nix using that first rounder, you probably can do it. And maybe Penix Jr. is just as good as Nix. I love them both, but you could easily flip that into Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a top 5 to 6 quarterback this year. How do people not know that? How do people not know that Bo Nix is a Mars man? Or no, a Saturn man? Is he a Saturn or a Mars man? Maybe he's a Mars man?
He's on a shuttle to Mars.
No, he's a Saturn man.
The Saturn Men.
One small step for man, one giant leap for Saturn.
Spaceman.
There are people that don't know Bo Nix is a top 6 quarterback. Oh boy. that makes me laugh. Dynasty Superflex, Josh Allen, Igbuka. Bryson, thank you for asking this. I told Bryson to bring us to their channel immediately. Come to the super chat. It's amazing. Bryson's the man. Bryson going to
Mars.
Guys, I need help with this. I need a lifeline. I told him to ask this on the show because I was running off the Patreon. If anybody doesn't know where Bryson talked to me on this, it was on the Patreon. The live 24/7 Patreon. You need advice? You want to talk with Travis and myself and Sick Nasty and all the boys and talk with all the fine folks here in the live stream. Everybody that you see in here, these amazing people constantly talking in the live chatter. Majority of them on the Patreon. $10 a month, cancel anytime. It's a cup of coffee. Try it one time. You won't be able to stop. It's live football talk 24/7. I'm in there. Travis is in there. It's a live chat group. Constantly. Always cooking. 2 a.m. 3 a.m. When I get off shows, I go immediately there to see what's being talked about. It's a great place to find me real quickly. After any live stream, I'm usually right on it for a little bit, and then we come back. We're on here during all the games, during the entire games. We're in there, and I do video live streams inside the app that no one else gets to see. And Bryson was in there, and I said, Bryson, run over to the live stream and post this because I need help here. Can I get some votes on here? Dynasty Superflex, Josh Allen and Igbuka for Garrett Wilson. Oh, I don't think you put the other quarterback, bro. I think he forgot to put... There was a quarterback in here, Bryson. That's why everyone's saying no. Garrett Wilson, 2020. Oh, Nix, it's in there. I don't think people can read it because I didn't even see Nix. Nix is at the bottom. It almost looks like you're saying, Nix the trade. Okay, so let me rewrite this real quickly. Bo, Nix, G Willie. Okay, here it is. Let me rephrase that. Can I get a vote on this one? Travis, let me know your thoughts. Maximum, I need your thoughts. Joe, I need your thoughts. Roger, Waivers, I need you. Young, I need your advice. I need all your advice here. Dynasty Superflex for Bryson. Josh Allen, Igbuka, or Bo Nix, Garrett Wilson in a 28 first-round pick. Which side do you like? Here's the way that I'm going to look at this. Igbuka could be, honestly, as good as Garrett Wilson. That's how much I love Igbuka. But Garrett Wilson is Garrett Wilson right now. Igbuka is trying to become Garrett Wilson. Josh Allen is better than Bo Nix. Doesn't mean I don't love Bo Nix to the tune of a top 6 QB. We've talked about that. The 28 first rounder, I believe he said this could be a mid to late. I don't think it's going to be early. So I need to hear you guys' opinions on this one. Bring it strong. Let's hear what you think. Why gamble on the future? Meaning you don't want to take a risk on Igbuka, or you don't want to take a risk on Bo Nix, because Garrett Wilson's the now and Josh Allen's the now. Igbuka's the future, and Nix in the first rounder are a future. So I don't even know what side you're on when you say why gamble on the future. So that then, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say it's a bad take. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what side you're on. That's how crazy this trade is. Pretty even, says James. 28 so far away, says Travis. That might be what you mean by gamble in the future, potentially. I kind of feel like... Oh, man. This is so tough. I really, as much as I love Bo Nix, I'm going to say Josh Allen and Igbuka. I just think Igbuka can be as good as Garrett Wilson. I really do. That's going to be my final answer, but I'd love to hear what you guys think. And I love Bo Nix. I love Bo Nix. This is great. It's a great trade. It's a fantastic trade. Give me the Josh Allen side. Coming from a huge Bo Nix support.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Final answer, Bryson. Bryson, thank you for the super chat. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Leland says, so stoked for the 25 season. Smitty approved. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Leland. Appreciate that.
You've just been...
Okay, all 3 super chats have been knocked out. I'm going to do a bang-up job this year of trying to get to super chats immediately. So keep them flowing, keep them fluid, keep them liquid, keep them loose, keep them flying in. Because them super chats are the lifeblood of this show, just like the draft is the lifeblood of the Denver Broncos, says Sean Payton, meaning that Harvey's going to the moon.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy.
What do you think about J.K. Dobbins? Sean Payton, quote, yeah, we'll see what he does on the field. Did I ever tell you that the NFL draft's the lifeblood of this team? Well, what did he say about J.K. then? I'm kind of confused. I bet you're confused because you hate Harvey and you don't want to hear what he's saying. That's what it is. That's what it is. Phone lines are open. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Jahmyr Gibbs is going to explode. Just explode. He's already running back 1. He's going to get better. Let me read the quote from the running back coach over there in Detroit. And also, let me be very blunt that the one reason, and Gump's not going to want to hear this. Gump, put on your earmuffs real quick, Gump. Put the earmuffs on. Don't listen to this. The Goff struggles that will probably occur early on in the season. The struggles that Jared Goff is going to encounter without Ben Johnson. This is like one of those dreams. This is not going to be a dream though. He's going to be like in the cafeteria in his boxers, in his underwear, and he forgot to wear pants to school. And he's going to be looking around, everyone's going to be laughing, and they're like, Goff, where are your pants, bro? This is what it's going to feel like for Goff on the field. When he looks over to the sideline and he doesn't see Ben Johnson in sight, the man that's propped him up like Weekend at Bernie's, making Goff look like something he's not. The lights are coming on at the club at the end of the night, and everyone's going to say, oh, geez, Goff, it's what you really look like? The lights are coming on at the club. And I'm not saying Goff turns into a pumpkin necessarily, but I am saying that Goff isn't quite the princess you think he is. And the slipper might not fit. Goff's going to have to squeeze into it a little bit. And maybe he gets it done. Maybe he can still walk with said slipper. And maybe he, doesn't turn exactly into a pumpkin. Maybe a jack-o'-lantern of sorts. But he will not be as good as he was under the tutelage and reign of Ben Johnson. Which means one thing. Running back 1, Jahmyr Gibbs, who running back coach says will be better and get more work this year, will be better and get more work this year because the team will be good. It will still matriculate the football down the field via the pass because guess what? You still got a bunch of talent, but it doesn't mean you're going to execute as well. And it doesn't mean St. Brown's anomaly touchdown season will be the same. It doesn't mean that you're going to get JMO to do all the things that JMO supporters think he's going to do. And so they're going to have to turn to the run a little bit. It's just going to be the way it is. Kevin, you're live. What can I do for you, Kevin?
Hey, what's going on, Smitty? How are you, man?
I'm good, bro.
Good. I like your take on the Lions. I think they're one of the teams that is a really big mystery because you have all these fantasy viable weapons on the offense, but you have a brand new offensive coordinator, and you still got Goff at quarterback. So, Gibbs is definitely going to be the most reliable weapon. I agree with you on that.
Bro, Goff's had a lot of good years under Ben Johnson. Let's not try and gloss over that or anything. I'm not running from that. I'm not pretending it didn't happen. But before all of that was a quarterback that we all said, it's Geno Smith. Goff was Geno. He was Geno. Like, do you want Goff on your team? Yeah. You know, your team that needs a quarterback, Goff's pretty good. But is he an elite quarterback? Is he as good as Ben Johnson's made him look to be? No. The answer is no. He's not.
Right.
And so, yeah, they're gonna run the damn ball, and they'll be good enough though. Like, regression doesn't mean cellar dweller. Regression still means, let me put it on screen so people understand what I'm saying. Regression still means win the division. They still win the division in my mind, especially this division, which I think will be a little bit weaker than people think at the end of the day, at least this year in 2025. Regression means that they crawl on their arms a little bit to the end, the bitter end. They win the division, but they're doing it through different means and different avenues that are a little bit more bumpy. It's a longer path to get there, and that's going to be through the running of Jahmyr Gibbs. That's my prediction.
Yeah. I can see that, definitely. And speaking of that division, the NFC North, I actually have a trade question going on it's in Dynasty Flex, Super Flex. I just want to buy you, see what you think about it.
Okay, hit me with it.
Okay, so I'm
actually real quickly, let's go into a best ball mania. $25 best ball mania, 20 seconds. 20-second timer. Underdog code Smitty. Use code Smitty. The link that's in the live chat pinned will enter code Smitty for you. This link will also enter code Smitty for you, and you just entering code Smitty when you're prompted to, if you do download the app yourself. Download it real quick. Go to the Underdog Originals tab and click on the Best Ball Mania. It'll fill quickly. If you don't get in my draft, just get in a draft alongside, and we'll all draft together. Okay, bro, give me your team real quick while this draft looks like it just filled.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Want the team or the trade?
Just give me the trade for right now, and then we'll see what we get.
Cool. Word. So I would be sending him Caleb. This is a startup draft, tight end premium super flex. I'll be sending him Caleb Williams and Xavier Worthy, and I would be getting Nico Collins and Dak Prescott.
You get Nico and Dak, and you're sending them what?
Caleb Williams and Worthy.
Caleb and Worthy. Okay, I mean, I think everyone in the chat, and I'm not saying you don't know my content, well or anything, but I mean, people in the chat know exactly what I'm going to say. Like, this is the...
Is it smash? Am I approved?
Well, this is the easiest thing to see coming if you're an avid watcher of this channel. Because I like Dak over Caleb. And I love Worthy, but I love Nico over Worthy. So this is like a double lambasting on the Nico Dak side winning.
Perfect. Okay. And then I had one more trade to ask you about, and that would be, where is it? My 2026 first, which I'm because I'm making this trade for Dak, I'm gonna be trying to compete. But my 2026 first for AJ Brown.
Yeah, if you're competing and you can win good cash money, like if it's like a $10 entry league or something, or free league, then I feel differently. But if you're trying to win some cash money, bro, yeah, I'm all about it.
Like $200.
Let's go Jeanty here at this pick real quickly. Hold on. We got Amon-Ra, BTJ, Drake London. Part of me wanted to go BTJ because if Jeanty got snagged, a lot of people go wide receiver. So this guy went BTJ and Amon-Ra like clockwork. The question is, do I go London or do I go Brock Bowers or do I go Achane? I'm going to go London here. I think London's top 5, top 6, top 7 capable. I think Jeanty's 1 to 3 capable. So I feel pretty good here. I would have loved BT, but I don't mind London. And this combination is pretty nice. Okay, what was the other thing? You said first rounder or AJ Brown? Yeah, AJ Brown for me, bro. If it's a win now situation. If you told me the first rounder was going to be the 1.1, I'd say no.
Right, yeah. I don't think it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be from when I'm looking at my team.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, man.
Appreciate you. Later.
Peace.
All right. If anybody else has a question.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Yeah. Let's go to the super chats. We got 2 of them. Bryson says Dynasty Superflex Josh Allen. Oh, this is the other one. We already did this one. Thank you, Bryson. Appreciate you. We got Buckeye dropping a super chat. You monster, you $10 hauler gets a Mars shot, young man. A Mars shot.
To Mars.
Thank you for the super chat, my boy. Buckeye, should I trade away Devontae Smith 5.4 for 1.8, 2.8, 26 first rounder, holding a 1.6 and 1.7 Knicks, BTJ Neighbors? So Devontae Smith in a fifth round rookie pick? Do people even request those in a trade? That's crazy, man. Okay. Devontae Smith for the 1.8, 2. Take the 1.8. The thing is, bro, you're getting it. Your Buckeye, I would probably say you're 80% likely to get Igbokwe or Harvey. And I take Igbokwe or Harvey over Devontae Smith in a millisecond. This is one of the easiest ones I've been asked all day. I like Devontae Smith, but 1.8 is going to get you something great.
You've just been Smitty approved.
And it's not like I'm one of those people either that says oh, just take a pick. There'll be somebody there. There are 2 specific players that I want, Igbokwe and Harvey at that spot. Tet will be gone. Hampton will be gone. Hendy will be gone. So Harvey or Igbokwe, and there's a strong chance that you're getting either one. So smash the hell out of that, Buckeye. I like it a lot. And Devontae Smith's nice, but he's a number 2. And he's never really going to be a top 5 to 7 consistent wide receiver. Could he dance in the top 10 here and there? Yeah, but you want someone that can dance there temporarily, or somebody that can live there. So give me the chance at the newbie. We've got a bunch of wide receivers going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. Josh Jacobs makes changes that up. We got Kyron 3 picks away. Devontae Adams just went. These guys are wide receiver hungry. But the 2 slots before my pick here, the ones that are right about to be on the clock, slot 9 and 10 right here, they have double wide receivers, so they're probably looking RB here. So Kyron and Chase Brown, I don't think I'm going to get. It's going to be close. Kyron would be great here. I would love Kyron. Breece Hall, wow, okay. Kyron, Josh Allen, Lamar, Ted McMillan. Who's taking Ted McMillan? Ted McMillan's ADP is right here. It's right at this turn. That's crazy. It's madness. Give me Kyron all day. Kyron, Jeanty, Drake London. How are people taking Ted McMillan in the 3rd round now? All right, he's right on the turn, the edge. He's ADP slightly in 4, but he's sitting here within 4. He's the 4th player available right now. You guys are overdrafting Ted McMillan here. Look at Kyron sitting there. The late third round. Love it. Breece Hall usually can go in the 4. Let's see what we can do with this. I wonder if we can. I don't know who's in this draft. I got to look at the names because I feel like we got some snipers in here, unfortunately. All right, Hampton just went. We got Josh Allen's fantastic here, but God, that's great in round 4. I'm going to go Travis Hunter. Jeanty, London, Kyron, Hunter. Yeah, Josh Allen would have been nice. But I'm going to punt QB because of Bo Nix and Mahomie, obviously. So give me Tet. You can keep Hunter. Thank you. I'll take it. Aplo, who's brand new here, or at least I don't recognize you, so it makes sense. You take him, bro. You take him. He's all yours. Go get Teddy. Teddy McMillan's yours. Raiders coach calls running back Ashton Jeanty the most coachable. What was the rest of that? What was the rest of that? Let me read that. Most coachable player he's ever been around. Gotta like that. You gotta like that about the young man. Look at all these wide receivers getting ripped off the board. A good move going wide receiver. I would have been a little let down watching all those WRs getting ripped off the board. We're down to Sutton and Waddle and DJ Moore. That would not have been pretty coming back around. Look at that. Look at that. Who's trying the wide receiver? Nobody. Okay, good. This guy from the one slot's got Barkley, T. Higgins, Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore, and who you going here, bro? George Kittle. I think the one slot could have done better. Jamar Chase, Trey McBride. This guy should go Burrow. Trey McBride, Tyreek Hill, Cortland Sutton. I don't like either one of those wide receiver picks. Jerry Judy. Yeah, how do you... Smitty, how do you punt a draft? How do you mess up a draft from the 2 slot? Well, you take Jamar Chase and start it off like in amazing fashion. Set the bar real high. Then you come in with Trey McBride. You knock it out of the park. 2 for 2. Start off amazing. Then you follow up 2 amazing picks with Tyreek Hill, Cortland Sutton, and Jerry Judy with your 3rd, 4th, and 5th round picks. That's how you punt. That's how you get coffee. Jeez. Sorry if that's one of you. Apologize. Joe Burrow getting snagged there by the Gibbs owner. Gibbs, Bucky, JSN, DK, Burrow. I like that. From the 4 slot, Bijan, Garrett Wilson, Rice, Devontae Smith, Cook. That's okay. JJ, JT, Terry McLaurin, JD5, and Hurts. Bully QB. I understand it. Oh, man, we're 2 picks away from having at least 2 of the HHH boys. The Triple H and Associates. Come on, bro. Don't snipe me. Don't snipe me. Take Walker. Take Mixon. Don't take Harvey. Yes. 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 We got 2 of the 3.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
Let him cook.
We did it, Ma! We did it, Ma! We did it, Ma! We did it, Ma!
Let him cook.
Travis, you live. Real quickly, Travis, hold on one second. Let me just hit this advertisement. Sponsored by HHH and Associates.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
Sorry, just had our sponsor. Look at this. I got them all 3 in a row from the 4, 5, and 6. So Ashton Jeanty, Drake London, Kyron Williams, and then Triple H and Associates, Hunter Harvey Hendy. Doing it live.
That's awesome. 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6 is where I get my Triple H and Associates fix. What else is up, Travis?
Yeah, I find it funny. I never quite get, and like, I think like guy Apple said it. I'm not even calling him out alone because I see it all the time. But he says, give me Tet, you can have Hunter, and it's like, well, why can't you like both? Like people choose these little like tribal things with it in fantasy. And
Yeah.
take sides against other players. And it's like they both could be good, but like look at the reality of the situation.
Mm-hmm. Man, this team looks good. I mean, look at my R. I'm not even using Hendy. Like I mean, obviously I could use him on bye weeks and just the rotational of optimal scoring. Like I could have went Debo. I could have went, well, that was really the only wide receiver at this point that I would have considered. Yeah, I mean, I don't even look. I'm looking at the board right now. I'm not even excited about it, except for Laporta, who just went. I'm not even. There's not even within the entire list of players right now. All 13 that show, I don't want a single one of them. Mooney, I like Mooney, but Ayuk, Aaron Jones, Pollard, Shakir, Swift, Matthew Golden, that's everybody that's listed. It's starting to, now there's a guy that popped up that I like. It's just, hold on. Carson Claus, appreciate you, my boy, says, could be the best ball mania champ with this team. Sheesh. Thank you, Carson. Okay, we're one pick away. This guy before me has not sniped me yet. Just when I say that, I'm going to miss the free throw, and he does it. He doesn't do it. I mean, he doesn't fail me. We got Mahomie. Woo! 7-8 turn. Mahomes, 7-8 turn. 7-8 turn.
Let him cook.
I did a couple years ago.
Oh, God, I'm going to time out here. That was a tough one. That was a really tough call. I was going to time out because I was shooting. I was making it rain. That's my fault. Here, I'm on the verge of a Best Ball Mania championship, and I'm out just screwing it up. I'm like Diggs, out partying and throwing dollar bills all over instead of focusing on the task at hand, and I almost timed out.
What blew it?
I almost took, and he's going to go if there is a sniper in here, he's going to go anyway, so I can mention it. I was going to go is either Kelsey or Ibuka. It's really, really tough.
Good, though.
Yeah, stacking with Mahomes, I kind of had to go that route. I felt like it was a necessity at this point. There's a lot of other receivers I like, but that would have been both of them were great moves. But here I am out just messing around. Almost timeout. I gotta focus. Me and Diggs got to get it together. We're not young spring chickens anymore. This is our last, hurrah. we don't have a lot of years left on these tires.
Right.
Now,
Diggs probably didn't realize he could put things on the internet.
Yeah.
I was just gonna stay on the phone forever.
This team's crazy, bro. Wow.
This is one of the better ones in a while, for sure.
Yeah, this might be my best ball mania team. All right, don't let me mess up here. Let's really stay focused here.
Eyes on the prize.
I will say I don't think Bo Nix is gonna fall. I would definitely bully QB with some Bo Nix action here, but he's the second ranked player on the board right now, so probably not gonna happen. I could grab Penix Jr. and Pitts. I'm not saying I have to grab Pitts right here, but I could grab Penix Jr. and that would cuff to my London. Yeah, Bo Nix went. And I don't know when I need to do that. Let me just take a look. Penix is down there a ways. So I don't even need to address that. Now, I could take Dak now if I wanted, or next pick. Keon Coleman and Luther Burden are there. They're both probably going to go before my pick. Evan Ingram is available. Jonnu Smith is available. Mark Andrews is available. I could Andrews and Likely with Kelsey and dominate the tight end position. That would be intriguing. Luther Burden just went. Keon Coleman's still there. Scatterboo's available. Scatterboo just went. I really like Mark Andrews here. I need a receiver. Charbonnet's here. Kyle Williams is there. It's a little bit down, but it's something I might need to do early I could look this next pick. Do I go Mark Andrews here or Charbonnet? I don't necessarily need the RB. Maybe I go Andrews, Kyle Williams. Andrews, Kyle Williams.
Andrews or either one. Take your gut.
I'm going to take Andrews here, and then I'm going to grab Kyle Williams on the flip here. And I think that will give me, and if I get Likely later, and then I try and grab Penix to cuff to London, I'm going to have this amazing combo. And someone might say they don't like Andrews. He's going to get hurt. This is best ball. If I cuff Andrews and Likely together with Kelsey, who's cuffed to Mahomes, I'm dominating tight end scoring.
Yeah, especially because Andrews, Andrews is Andrews as long as he's healthy. Likely he's going to have spike weeks when Andrews is playing anyway. And if Andrews goes down, Likely probably becomes a top 5 tight end.
All right, so Kyle Williams is my very cheap. My biggest hole in my team is my wide receiver 3, and I got Kyle Williams as my wide receiver 3. That is where I'm risking the biscuit a little bit. It's not even that crazy to me. Like, I'm going to grab other players, Yoshi Voss, guys like that will be fine. You know what I mean? But Kyle Williams is going to be kind of a little bit of the one part of my team I'm risking it. Andrews, let's see where Likely is going. He's down there a ways. Kyle Pitts, Likely, both are available, and they're both like 10 tight ends away. Jack Bash, top wide receiver available. Hollywood Brown, second wide receiver available. It gets kind of like cloudy where I don't even like wide receivers for a while. I love Ray Davis. I love Jaden Blue. I like Trey Benson. I like Isaac Guerrero. I could do a little Guerrero action if I wanted, but I do have 4 RBs already. So, Darquez Hunter, I'm going to queue just in case. Quarterbacks, like I said, very intrigued by Penix Jr. I wouldn't mind going Penix Jr. and Likely. So I have Penix Jr., London, Mahomes and Kelsey, Andrews and Likely cuffed together, and I have this nice overlay of so many different things.
I do like that if you can swing it. There's a quarterback that I've loved taking as my 3rd QB. I think I'm not going to say it in case you have him in mind. I think his ADP is starting to climb a little. Does he
share the first name of a quarterback I do not like?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Charbonnet went. That's going to take away that temptation I'd have if Sharps is still here. Sharps is still here. I ain't.
You said this is best ball, right? Best ball mania?
Best ball mania. This is best ball mania. Team 5, Cole is in Team 5. Cole, my boy. See, Cole and I aren't stepping on each other's toes really either. I don't think either. That's just great. He's got Gibbs, Bucky, JSN, DK, Joe Burrow. Nice, man. Monty and Gibbs. That's good in best ball. Ibuka, nice job. I'm glad you got him versus somebody else. Evan Ingram, nice pick. Good job, my boy. All right, here we go. We're on the clock. Hollywood's there. Ray Davis, Jaden Blue, Trey Benson, Isaiah Likely. God, I don't know if I like this pick, but I went. Oh, damn, I timed out on Likely. Thank God I got a nice cue going. So I timed out on Likely. I was going to take Likely the next pick anyway. So do I take Hollywood Brown here? Or do I take McMillan? I just don't know that I love these wide receivers. Pat Bryant later or Michael Wilson.
Where's that QB, the other QB you were talking about? Is he coming up or still around or two away? Well, I guess I can.
Yeah, we might have to go Penix Jr. here. I like Hollywood, but then I'm not like, I don't know. Hollywood's okay. but he's also he can also not do much. Let's go Penix Jr. Just to be safe. I think Penix Jr. in London's pretty key. Not to mention Mahomes is bye week 10, I believe, and Penix Jr. I believe is bye week 5 if I remember correctly. So those are spread out. I got Penix Jr. in London. I got Mahomes and Kelsey. I got Likely and Andrews already. I haven't tried to push anything. So I've been playing it safe, and I haven't messed up at all. So Penix Jr. was a good call there.
I mean, really now you can just work on your wide receiver, running backs if you wanted to, and pick up a third QB, whatever.
So here's the team.
Whoever you want comes around.
From draft slot number 11. Jeanty, London, Kyron, Travis Hunter, R.J. Harvey, Trey Henderson, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Mark Andrews, Kyle Williams, Isaiah Likely, Penix Jr. If this wins Best Ball Mania, I got to throw some sort of shindig on my dime here in Arizona. I can't fly everybody out, but I could definitely host a massive pizza, wings, and live stream party. Autographed jerseys, you name it.
You gotta make a note of this team.
Yeah,
somehow.
Definitely. Let me put it. What, a bunch of eggplants, maybe? Let me put. Give me an emoji that I've probably never used, Travis. That way I can really identify.
Let's see. Chat, find an emoji.
Yeah, chat, find me an emoji that I've probably never used. And the eggplant will not be one of them. We've used that one. The grandma emoji. Perfect, bro. Vader.
That's a good one.
I don't think I might have used that once, but that's good. Grandma.
Like you drafted a grandma in the league.
Grandma with a hospital emoji. I like it. I like where you guys are thinking. Putting everybody in the hospital. Panic attacks. And then pizza because of the pizza party. All right, I've renamed it so we can see it.
You said does the quarterback share a name with a quarterback you don't like?
Did Aaron put an emoji of a pregnant man? Is that the emoji?
The Bill Gates emoji.
This draft impregnated me. I was so excited. What are we doing? Okay, hold on. We're almost on the clock here.
Focus in.
Jalen McMillan. You're gonna have to call somebody out. Pat Bryant, Cam Ward. Yell
Cam
somebody.
Ward is the QB I was thinking of.
Let's just do it now so I don't time out. All right, guys, are we going Pat Bryant next? Jalen McMillan. I almost want to leave McMillan for our boy down there at the 5 spot, though.
Yeah, good karma.
Good karma. I don't know. Let's see here. I like Pat Bryant a lot. I really do.
Yeah.
Bigsby?
Bigsby's nice.
Hold on, Bruce. Bigsby. Guys, what do you think? Bigsby, Jarquez Hunter? He's kind of down there a little bit. Or do we go Pat Bryant? I like Pat Bryant a lot. Yeah. I'm gonna trust my gut. I think Pat Bryant's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think you need another receiver there. Yeah.
Okay, so
Cam Ward was actually the QB I was thinking of.
I said
taking him a lot.
I said, is his name like a name of a quarterback I don't like?
Who were you talking about?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Bruce, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up?
My question is this.
I hold on real quick, Bruce. I meant start with the same letter. Did I say same name?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought that might be what you meant, but I didn't want to start
Yeah, I said the same name. I'm sorry. I even repeated that right now, and I was like, well, what did I say? Yeah, Cam Ward, Caleb. I was thinking just the same letter.
Okay.
Bruce, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bruce. You're live, bro.
My question is this. What is Aaron Rodgers' value in best ball or Superflex?
You know,
probably more.
My guy in the real quickly. My guy in the 5 spot has been sniping me. Here, this whole time I thought he hadn't been sniping. He took J.K. from me. He took and he took Kyle Pitts from me. Cole, you've been doing me dirty, bro. You've been doing me dirty. Here I am looking out for you. You're here sniping the hell out of me. Jeez, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bruce. Here I thought I was among friends.
In fantasy, there is no friends, right, Smitty?
Jeez.
No, my question was in best ball and in Superflex. What do you think Aaron Rodgers is? Is he like he's still a nobody?
No, he's okay. I'd never drafted him in 1 QB, but he's certainly not horrible, bro.
Superflex not bad at all.
Yeah,
second QB.
Superflex is fine.
Best ball is a good question because I think he'll be all right as like your third QB or second sometimes.
Hold up, boys, real quickly. This is for the pizza party and wings. Keenan Allen not on a team. Jarquez Hunter, he's third, or he's not third. He's getting up there though. Keenan Allen, Jarquez Hunter, or Yoshi Voss.
Yoshi Voss.
I like one of the wide receivers.
Okay, who's next? Do I go Hunter, or do I grab Keenan Allen again and just get an extra wide receiver? I feel like
I'd go Hunter.
Yeah, I feel like Jarquez. Gump, not right now. I'm in the middle of a championship draft. The last thing I need is you calling on my phone line right now. You can call in after this is over, but there's no way I'm picking up the phone for Gump right now. You got to be out of your mind. This is a championship roster.
I'm going to say it all depends on you. Are there other running backs that you really like? If not, Big Hunter.
I like Brashard Smith, who's here.
You got three rounds left. Counting this one.
I'll go Jarquez. Gump, I said no. Leave a voicemail. Last thing I'm doing is, I promise you, there's zero chance. I don't care if it's an emergency. I don't care if you type me right now, send me a text, say, this is an emergency. You must pick up, or I'm hitting reject. This is something that you can't be a part of right now. Gump will work me up, and I will not draft well the rest of the way. We already got 3. Yeah, you got an X just for trying to call twice. Someone's already throwing an X up on the screen.
Do you have Kyron?
Yes, I do.
Or was
yes, I do.
Okay,
Yeah. So I got my.
That was a no-brainer.
Let me send my roster to the screen here, and we can all look at it and relish. And if anybody would like to make it their phone screensaver, you're more than welcome to do it. There's no problem there at all. You wanna
Jarquez is a no-brainer.
You wanna make it your wedding vows, whatever you want to do with this roster is completely up to you. You guys all have free reign to use it how you see fit. Patrick Mahomes, Penix Jr., and Cam Ward. Fantastic. Jeanty, Kyron, RJ Harvey, Trey Henderson, Jarquez Hunter. Are you out of your mind? Drake London, Travis Hunter, Kyle Williams. A little bit light at the wide receiver 3, but that's the whole point. We left one hole in the boat, and we're trying to plug it with a whole bunch of craftiness. So Kyle Williams, Pat Bryant, Yoshi Voss. I've got Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews and likely cuffed. My running real quickly, my running backs, I have bye weeks kind of good to go because I got Trey Henderson 14, Harvey 12, and then Kyron Jeanty are 8. Hunter's 8. Could use another RB maybe, but I think my bye weeks I'm fine, really.
Yeah.
So do I just hammer down wide receiver? Or do I get one? Or do I get one extra running back? We got 2 more picks, so Do I just go wide receiver,
What it
wide
comes
receiver?
down to.
We'll do. We could pour one
Or
out.
would you
for Cuff.
do? Would you do a wide receiver and cuff Gray?
Well, I don't know that I need. I mean, I could cuff Gray, but
I
with
don't
like
think
Anders, I'm good.
I wouldn't. And I think it's a blessing in disguise the guy took Pitts from you because you don't need him. You don't need Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I know. So if I take let's say Tesla and Royals, or I could take Brashard Smith still there.
Anyone
I could go
any wide
Brashard.
receivers that'll get more playing time, like right off the bat.
Yeah, I kind of want to get Tesla. I think he's going to be good. So what wide receiver could I get to go along with him? Coker.
What about Thielen? Is he there?
I could go A.O. Minor and Restrepo.
Oh, Restrepo. That's not a bad combo there. You got Ward too.
Let's try that. Let's do that. A.O. Minor and
Like
Restrepo. We're covering our asses on that. This could be that could be the cherry on top. That could be the cherry on top.
What's their bye week? Yeah, you're fine. You can do that. Yep. I love it.
That could be the cherry on top. Woo! Woo! The cuffage we got going on here is amazing. We'll review this team in a second. I like Tesla a lot. I think it would be pretty good here. I think he's really safe, but I kind of want to cuff this Restrepo. Tebow says Restrepo would be the worst pick. Says you, bro. I'm very tempted.
They're just jealous, Smitty. That's all. They're just jealous.
Roman Wilson. No, thank you, bro. Roman Wilson. Let's go Restrepo. Let's just do it. This is an extra wide receiver anyway at this point. And so you need that extra special something in order to win these sometimes. So that will be the secret sauce that we got here. All right, let me put my team on screen.
What a surprise. Dylan doesn't like the team.
Yeah. Of course he says me.
And it's not a championship team.
Restrepo would be the worst pick in my opinion. What do you mean? Then you say, of course, says me, Smitty. Oh, you're just saying, okay. Well, we never agree on like 80% of things anyway, so I don't know what the big deal is. Okay, let me do it like this. So here's the team. And then I'll flip this over here so everybody can see it nice and clear. I like the squad, man. This is the best I've felt about a best ball team yet. So Mahomes, Penix, Cam, Jeanty, Kyron, Harvey, Hendy, Hunter, London, Travis Hunter, Kyle Williams, Pat Bryant, Yoshi Voss, A. Minor, and Restrepo, Kelsey, Andrews, Likely. This feels like fire.
Love it.
Yeah, Dylan, no one's reading what you're saying anymore. Once you say so many things that are just, everyone's stop. I'm not even gonna read your. I'm just letting you know. I know this is gonna sound disappointing to you, but I don't think I'm gonna read your comments anymore because they're literally all filled with you trying to justify everything I say. And even if you like something I say, you don't say anything. You just wait, and then when something you don't like, so I'm just not even gonna read your comments anymore. So you're gonna get no more attention, period, going forward. And that's if you're lucky, and I allow you to stay. Mahomes, Penix Jr., Cam Ward, Jeanty, Kyron, Harvey, Hendy, Jarquez Hunter, Drake London. Man, this Ward, Restrepo, A. Minor, Mahomes, Kelsey, Penix, London, yeah, and Cam Ward, Restrepo, A. Minor. That's just such a great crossing of streams. I like it. Start 3 wide receiver. This is good. Aaron says Likely could be a flex. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
He could be a flex every week. Sure. But I don't know. He's going to have a tough time beating out this running back room for the flex spot. I mean, I got Harvey, Hendy, Kyron, and Jeanty. Woo! I like it.
Cole, was he the 5 spot? Cole, he asked you to put his team up against yours.
Well, I'll look at your team, Cole, but after your snipage, I don't think so, bro. I'm not gonna be giving you that much screen time after that. Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky, JSN, DK, Joe Burrow, Monty, Jaden Reed, Igbuka, Trey Harris. Evan Ingram was great value in round 10. Justin Herbert, J.K. Dobbins, just taking my players. Kyle Pitts, Keenan Allen. Yeah, I mean, you have a good team. You're sniping a lot of guys. I'm telling everybody I'm going to draft. Of course it's good, bro. Of course I'm going to like it.
Even Keenan Allen.
I know, he takes Keenan Allen from me. Not even on a roster. No one's even drafting him but me. But that's right. Your team's good. You know, you better be good. You have the answer key. Look at this team. Woo, doggy. I'm feeling good. This might be a pizza party.
I say there's something I do with a player that doesn't have a team, and I take a chance on. I take a chance on that Isaiah Bond a lot in like almost the last rounds. Do you think that's a mistake?
In best ball, maybe, only because what if he doesn't get on a team and you're getting zeros every week, you know?
Yeah,
but
I
like him. I like him in Dynasty. Who's flying out to Arizona for the pizza party if we end up winning this Best Ball Mania? Even if we get like a high placing. You know,
Miss Robeson will fly out.
that depend. Yeah, Miss Robeson. We could have Miss Robeson checking people in and be like, "Get lammed," and then handing out badges. That'd be amazing. That'd be like my dream come true.
Did you see the thing I wrote you on IG for Jeanty? I wrote you a new one.
You wrote me a new one. What do you mean?
It's
a song?
Yeah.
Right. Well, read it to us. Perform it to us, Bruce. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I ain't no performer. My name is Ashton Jeanty. On some days, team will find out I don't play gently because I'm Ashton Jeanty, who drives their mama's home in my Bentley.
I like it. That's good. We can put that turn that into a video. I like it. Drive your mama home in my Bentley. My name's Ashton Jeanty. Carson Claus, he'll fly out for it. But even if, depending on the prize money, if we win 10th place versus first place, there might be a signed helmet in your goodie bag or a potential bumper sticker. But hopefully we get the $1 million or $2 million prize. So everybody's getting, something sweet. Smitty's giving out keychains. He got 10th place, not first. The reason he got 10th place instead of first is because he had 2 Titan wide receivers that didn't do anything all year. Oh, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully my 2 Titan wide receivers are why this team wins. And, there are a lot of people that love Restrepo and hate Restrepo. I think Restrepo's got, that fan club, and then he has people that want nothing to do with him. But if Ayo Ainor doesn't become something special, guess what? Restrepo's getting a shot. So I think it's an intriguing situation.
Yeah, I don't get why. I guess have a veteran guy along with Ridley, but I don't get why they got Tyler Lockett in. He's still got a little something left in the tank, but we saw it last year. He's never been the guy to take contact, but the second he would catch the ball, he just falls over.
Yeah. But yeah, to answer your question about Yeah, Restrepo was requested by Cam Ward because that was his college receiver. So he wanted Restrepo on the team. So that's why it's an intriguing, combo. Their rapport is going to be better than anyone's rapport. He's going to have a better rapport with Restrepo than he does Ridley, for a while. But anyway, Isaiah Bond, it's unfortunate, bro. I mean, if let's say he turns out to be, guilty, he's innocent until proven guilty. So if, he ends up landing on a team, I think he could be, he's like my top 5, he's a top 5 rookie wide receiver for me, Isaiah Bond. I love Isaiah. Isaiah Bond is better than Golden to me. I thought Isaiah Bond was better than Golden.
Yeah, me too. I picked him up for $1 and stuck him on a taxi squad.
Yeah, he's great. So on that front, Bruce, pick him up and stash him in a Dynasty league. But in best ball, it's hard to count on that teams will, because he's not on a team already, bro. Like, you'd think somebody, if they were going to, take a gamble on him, they would have done it already. I don't know. Hard to say. Really hard to say.
Because I get, the same feeling. For me, I get the feeling on Isaiah Bond that some people get on Keenan Allen. Or, someone's going to take a chance on Keenan Allen. I'm like, he doesn't have a team,
Bro, it's so upsetting, though. If he is innocent, we got to assume he is until it's innocent until proven guilty. It's not like there's anything that's standing in front of us that we can say, we're not a court of law, but we can kind of tell he's guilty. Like Kamara. We have video footage of Kamara beating a man senseless with his buddies. So you could say the same thing if you wanted, technically speaking. Smitty, he's innocent until proven guilty, but when you have evidence. Anyway, so it's crazy a team hasn't, grabbed him. Especially the Chiefs. Come on, get in the car. We'll take you down to the facility. Rasheed Rice, get in. Who is the actual Joker role in Denver? It's going to be a combo of Evan Ingram, who's a receiver. It's not even a tight end. He's a receiver. Evan Ingram, who will play all over the field. And because he's a slot wide receiver, really, it's what Evan Ingram is. Him and Harvey will be that Joker, I think. JK will play some of that too, as long as he stays healthy. But I think Evan Ingram is definitely going to be somebody they're throwing all around the field. But Harvey, Sean Payton wants to use Harvey. Yep. What else you got, boys?
What do you think on the Seattle receiving room? Is it just JSN you want? You don't want no Cooper Kupp?
I kind of did in the early part of the offseason like Cooper Kupp a little bit, and I've heard he looks pretty good. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence right now. I kind of feel like, there are just better players around where he's getting taken.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the issue, I think.
It's not really, I got him in a Dynasty league. Not super happy about his Dynasty value, but I'm kind of intrigued as to what he could bring me for 2025,
I think he's probably another one of those guys, older guys that have injury risk that per game he's going to produce, but how many games will he produce for?
Give me a couple names, then I'll tell you Kupp or that guy.
Well, you still have the board. Can you look up who went around him?
Yeah. Cooper Kupp.
What's the best way to do it?
Cooper Kupp, where are you, pal? Can't imagine he went high. All right, Gump's calling in. Let me get Gump on in here. We may have somebody else that's been waiting on the phone line forever. We got Bruce. We got Rock Out. Rock Out's like a ninja sometimes. I don't even know he's there. Rock Out.
No.
You're live, and then Gump after you. Go ahead, Rock Out.
Rockout was probably cooking up another team. He's been on fire with the drafts.
Yeah, he's doing science background.
Can I give you the worst team of all time?
Sure.
All right. It was because I freaking timed out on Bush, but Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Shador Sanders, running back, Achane, Breece Hall, Harvey, Scottaboo, Ray Davis, Dobbins, wide receiver Collins, Samuel Mbuka, Kyle Williams, Pat Bryant, Michael Wilson, Phelan, and Dallas Garter and Ferguson.
Dallas Garter. Oh, Goddard.
Goddard.
I got you. Yeah, good team, bro.
Good team.
Where I can't find Cooper Kupp. Where'd he go?
Let's see.
I got this board.
I got questions, Smitty.
All right, go ahead. Did he go ahead?
You think Rashid Rice is going too high? He's kind of high in the rankings right now.
You know, it's a great question. I was on the clock today in a draft. I did a draft and he's been going at the 2-3 turns, so 24-25. And I picked him in one. And I got to say, I was a little apprehensive about it. Round 8?
Yep. Right next to Baker.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's too early for me. Like, I mean, Ibuka crushes him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess right after, I mean, that's crazy Ibuka goes next to him. But I would say Kupp, Pittman. I'd rather have Kupp over Pittman. Luther Burden, probably rather have Luther Burden and Coleman maybe over Kupp, but it's close. And so, yeah, that's pretty close right there. Mims and Christian Kirk, and I like Kyle Williams. Honestly, if Cooper Kupp was still on the clock during my Kyle Williams pick, I might still take Kyle Williams, but I could maybe go Cooper Kupp there. It's a pretty decent.
What about the round before, the wide receivers who went the round before him? Would you rather have all those guys like Diggs, Reed, Pearsall?
That's not a round of guys I like a lot. I kind of like Mooney and Ricky and Shakir, but Golden's okay. I think that's all pretty close. I mean, I'm not as big of a Ricky guy as everybody else, and while I like Mooney, he's in the same spot as Cooper Kupp in a way. I like his quarterback better. Probably go Shakir. I wouldn't love it if it'd be one of those picks you take and you're like, it's not like an amazing feeling pick, but it's the smart move to take Shakir.
So I guess it's reasonable to say every several drafts you could pick up a Cooper Kupp maybe. If you're looking at the guys who go around, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, that's not bad. Probably be a lower clip for me, but Terry. Does Debo affect Scary Terry? Yeah, of course he does. People that are I love that people hate Debo right now because Debo's going in the 6th round right here. He's about to flip into this round 7 now. He was in the middle of 6, early 6. Now he's too heavy. Look how many LBs he's carrying, and then he's about to be pushed into round 7. Deebo Samuel being pushed into the round of Shakir, Golden, Ricky, Jaden Reed, Diggs that we're just talking about right now, Cooper Kupp. It's like pushing an NFL player into a pool of high school football players. Like Deebo Samuel, and let me say something else to defend Deebo for the people that they just do this. They're chatting Charlies. They have no substance at all. Does anybody care to pull up a Deebo Samuel clip, the highlight reel? Does somebody want to tell me that Deebo looks fast in any of his runs and catches?
Right.
Go pull it up. The way Deebo plays in a live game is pretty much the same way you see him practice. There's no extremely fast guy sprinting through the middle of a gap that's closing and he just runs through like 2 ocean waves coming and crashing in. He literally looks like he's kind of jogging around looking for space. And he's so big, that's part of the allure. He's so big, people can't tackle him. Deebo Samuel doesn't run fast on the field during a game. So anybody talking like this about Deebo carrying extra LBs, you're going to be quite disappointed when you skip on him and you realize That's how he actually plays. And he looks good doing it on the field. The only difference is you're watching from a high up viewpoint that makes these guys look a lot faster. You know when you go to a game and people look like they got one gear. It's such a disappointing thing when you first go to a game as a kid and you watch the speed of the game and it looks really slow. And you see these players running and it looks like they're all just one speed. Where in watching like an NFL filmed game with the cameras, it looks like these guys are just zipping all around the field, but not in a live game. So some of these practice flips of Debo cutting and running, people are going to be so upset at themselves. Debo doesn't do anything differently on the field, and he's one of the best yak yardage players in the history of the game. Anyway, let me go to Gump real quick.
I mean,
all right,
just
Travis.
real quick, I would say that they wouldn't have. Washington wouldn't have spent. I know it was only a 5th round or whatever, but if they thought he's lost 2 steps and he's not going to get in shape and all this, they wouldn't waste their time. So,
yeah,
believe in them.
Here, you know what, Dylan? You can go somewhere else, Dylan. Terry due for a bit of a natural regression. Definitely, Michael. Definitely. I mean, he's gonna drop off in TDs. I'm not saying by a lot. Like there's 2 ways to look at this. You can look at it this way. You've got a player that's been starving for a great quarterback. And he hasn't had one. And he finally gets one, and this is why we're seeing TDs galore, right? It's kind of like DJ Moore was kind of underwhelming. Just needed that quarterback. He never had it. Fields comes in, makes him a top 5 to 7 wide receiver. So there's a little of that going on for sure. But there's also a little bit of regression that might be naturally built in for Terry McLaurin, mixed with now Debo's there. So, we'll see what happens. But I don't necessarily think that McLaurin falls off the face of the earth. But I think if people are taking a McLaurin who was a steal last year, a guy we pumped up constantly, and then all of a sudden Terry McLaurin, starts getting drafted now at the 3rd round. Sometimes, like, I've seen him going late too. It's crazy. Now all of a sudden you got to get him to do the same exact thing or more to earn his value. So it's just not a very attractive buy. Let me go over to Gump real quick. Gump, your life.
Hey, who'd you pick for the NFC East to win?
Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I have it here. Did I do the East yet? I think I did.
Yeah, we only have the
I think
AFC
you picked
South.
the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders.
Easy. I might even knock the Eagles down a game.
And did you hear the news?
Hold on, let me put my finger over the button. Let me put my finger over the button. Go ahead, Gump.
Did you hear the JMO news?
What JMO news, Gump?
That they're going to extend them. They're in the process of extending JMO.
Well, we'll see. And if they do, it doesn't really change anything. I mean, they've been hesitant. I mean, it does change a little bit because we know that at least they're not waiting. If what?
He's probably get 25 to 30 million a year.
Yeah, I mean, they've been waiting to sign him because they're a little worried about him. They're not sure.
They're not worried. Oh, they're not worried anymore.
Well,
that's over.
Oh,
that time has passed.
Okay, Gump.
Yeah. I just thought I'd give you the breaking news before you get the breaking news.
Well, I mean, Gump, we hear whispers of it, but you don't have any news on it, Gump. You don't have you're not bringing breaking news to the show. I mean, I absorb this stuff all day, but until he's signed, there's nothing. Are they trying to? I mean, they've already talked to him about it. It's not like they've opened up negotiations for the first time.
Inside sources say
it's done. Inside sources, the same inside source that you said you have that Calvin Johnson?
Uh,
When are you bringing Calvin Johnson on the show if you know him?
why don't you come to Detroit Lions training camp with me?
And then what? When we see him, Gump, we're standing in line, and you go,
Yeah, when
Hey,
we
Calvin!
see him, I'll introduce you to him and I'll say, hey.
on the autograph line.
He will
This is
come
my
over
friend
to us.
Smitty.
Come on, I'm gonna convert you over to a Lions fan. Come
Hey,
on, let's get rid
Gump.
Get
What are
rid
you,
of all your
Gump?
commanders here.
Where are you
Lions
meeting
gear.
Calvin? Where are you going to meet Calvin Johnson?
Let's hang some Lions
Gump.
gear in your studio.
Gump.
Let's get
Gump.
it up.
Gump, where are you going to meet Calvin Johnson? On the autograph line, on the other side of the rope. Where are you going to find him? Are you going
$100 for an autograph?
So you don't want to go to training camp?
How do you get a hold of Calvin when you need to talk to him? Do you send him a cameo? Like what's the process?
Well, a lot of people will say something when they see Calvin and this and that. But when somebody says something and it means something, he's going to turn around and stop.
Okay, so you're gonna go the pool. What are you gonna say? Pool drill when he's walking by, and he's just gonna stop dead in his tracks.
Oh,
and
he
go,
remembers.
pool drill. So for those that don't know the
You're
backstory,
trying to tell me if you met me one time, you wouldn't remember me?
no, I would. You're right about that, but it doesn't mean you know him. It means he goes. It means he goes.
I met Kevin
Security.
Bacon. I met Kevin Bacon.
The
and I
security.
told him about.
That Gump guy's over there. Security. That Gump guy's over there. I remember him last time. Can you guys make sure he's not? He tries to get into my pool. He tries to break into my pool.
Why do you do that? Why do you dog me? I'm serious. I'm being serious. Let's go to training camp.
I don't.
Let's
Gump,
give up that-
Gump,
let's
I'm
give
running
up
a
the
business.
commander
Gump,
stuff.
I'm running a
Let's
business.
just-
I don't have time to. You think these followers and viewers and everyone right now wants to see
They
me
would love it.
stop doing
They
this
would
and
love
go
it.
to
They would
Lions
love-
training
listen,
camp?
Your viewers
No,
and
they
your
don't.
show would
They don't care.
skyrocket to
No.
Jupiter.
They
if you
don't
went to
care.
training camp with
No, they
us.
won't. Gump. No, they
It
won't.
would blast
They want to
off.
see. They
It
want to
would
see
go
me
to
in the
another
studio.
galaxy.
They want to
You
see
would
me
be
in the
another-
studio. They don't care about one team. They care about all teams. Gump.
You're trying
This
to
isn't
tell
the
me if you
Detroit
went live
Lions
from
show.
Detroit Lions training camp.
They don't
Detroit
care.
Lions training
No,
Gump,
Gump.
that you don't think that you're-
Purposely don't go places like that. I just don't. I'd rather
have 1,000
I would
people on your
rather
show.
be in my studio. No, I wouldn't. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. Training camp's nothing, Gump. You know what about where
I'll
lanyard?
even let you use my
Bro,
binoculars.
there's nothing but
I'll
people
even let you use my
barely
binoculars.
getting media passes, pretending they're media outlets, standing there on the sideline of the rope. I don't need any of that. I don't care about that fake notoriety. You know how many people pretend they're outlets? They have an X account, they apply for a lanyard, and they stand on the sideline. I don't need to do that. My followers don't care. They want to see me talking football in the studio. They don't want to see me on the sideline of line. Let's ask everybody. Guys, would you like me to be there during training camp on the Lions sideline, having a lesser live stream with no good connectivity, no studio phone lines, no graphics, no good mic? Or would you rather me be in the studio covering 32 NFL teams and breaking news? Let's see what the people say, Gump. I don't think, maybe like a one-off thing. They'd love to see me do weird things. That's why I do that. I do the streets of Phoenix. I meander around the streets of Phoenix. We do it the way we do it, Gump. I'm not in it for the Lions. Everything's about the Lions with you. This is why you get red X'd off the phone line every time you call in. Because it's nothing but Lions, 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 Lions. Did you hear? The Lions. Smitty, you got to be a Lion fan.
How you consider it?
No. I mean, Gump, I'm a bigger Lions fan than you.
Come on. How could that?
Because I told you about Jahmyr Gibbs. Because I told you about J-Mo. Because I told you.
I grabbed Jahmyr Gibbs rookie year in fantasy.
Yeah, well, that's late, Gump. That's late.
Way ahead of
You're
everybody.
late. You're late to the party. We were telling you
I was
Jahmyr
ahead
Gibbs.
of you.
We
I
were
was
telling you
ahead of everybody.
Jahmyr Gibbs before he was a Lion. You didn't know who he was before he got drafted. You didn't care about who he was till he got drafted, Gump. That's the difference.
Oh, I wanted him. I went on the freaking Lions freaking Facebook and told him.
Where are my red X's? Damn it, guys. Where are my red X's?
Let's go to training camp. Let's go to training camp.
I'm going to put you on hold until the people vote you off. Hold on, Gump. All right, let me get you all off the phone line. Rock out. Final thoughts.
Jeez, that's sad.
Go ahead, rock out.
No, I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, later, rock out. Appreciate you, bro. Look, you made rock out upset, Gump. You made rock out upset. He sounded upset. I've never heard rock out like that. I've never heard rock out like that before, Gump.
I'm not the villain.
I've never heard rock out so down in my life.
Why are you trying to make me the villain?
I'm telling you, rock out sounded like you deflated his balloon. I mean, he had a whole bunch of things he wanted to talk about, and all of a sudden he's like, I got to go.
Yeah, if he's a Packers fan, if rock out's a Packer fan, yeah, I would hang up too.
He's not a Packer fan. He's a Commander fan. The team that's going to whoop your Lions into the ground.
You probably like the Packers better than Lions, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You hear me talk up the Packers all the time, don't you, Gump?
No.
Yeah, don't.
Huh?
Gump, I'm a big Jahmyr Gibbs fan. I'm a big St. Brown fan. I'm a big
big
JMO fan. Okay, I'm not going to training camp, Gump. Stop. Let go of it. Stop hyper-focusing. You got tunnel vision. You just focus. I could literally be like, Gump, here's $50. And you'd be like, training camp, Smitty. It's training camp, Smitty. Hey, Gump, here's a $100 bill. Is this yours? You found it on the ground. It's training camp, Smitty.
Well, I probably won't make it either.
You probably won't make it either. Gump wouldn't even be there. I'd show up and I'd be like, where are you, Gump? He can't even make it. He can't. He just said he can't make it. Oh,
I'm
Gump.
a musician. I've been in a funk.
Well, Gump, you know we love you, pal. Right?
I haven't played the piano in a while. I haven't played my expensive guitars. Nothing. And I'm in a funk.
Here, Gump. Let's play the
piano. No rock shows.
Back to it.
Let's play the piano. Gump, I'm gonna play the piano and you sing, okay?
You can't outplay the piano. I'm sorry.
Well, you're not playing the piano anymore. You said so. I'll play the piano.
I always play. I get out of the piano.
I said I don't play the piano anymore. So are you? All right, hold on, Gump. All right, Gump, ready? I want you to sing about the Lions. This will get you out of your funk. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Play the piano. Yeah, I try to feel better.
That's good. I don't know what he said.
Hey, there's nothing like going to Michigan Wolverine game and being at the tunnel and they come out of the tunnel like the band does. That's so wild. Oh gosh.
All right, Gump, I gotta go. Yeah, you're right, and I'm glad you feel better. We appreciate you. Okay, don't be down in the dumps.
Have you gone to I just a question. Have you gone to the Cardinal Stadium? Have you been to?
Yeah, yes, Gump, yes, but I don't go anywhere on purpose. Even when this.
Do they have that retractable roof?
Yeah, a retractable field too. Okay, but Gump, listen real quick.
All right.
I don't go places on purpose. Even when the Super Bowl was here, I didn't even like doing that. I didn't like going there on Radio Row and sitting there and having a lesser environment. It's not what I even want to do. Who cares that there's people walking around? Like it doesn't really tickle my fancy. I could talk to a player or a coach. Because the Super Bowl comes back, I'll do it. I'm just saying it's not what I enjoy. So going out to the Lions camp is not going to be better content than staying right here. Because this is the fantasy football show, not the Gump or Lions show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
My nephew,
all right.
Kind of like
Gump, we'll see you later. I appreciate you. All right.
But
keep your chin up.
But if you were to go to any training camp, the Lions is the best. I'm telling you.
Okay, Gump, we'll see you later. Appreciate you.
It's wild.
Okay, bye. 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 Bruce, final thoughts.
Hey, Smitty, would you rather have Gibbs or get Land?
I mean, that's a tough one because I love drafting in best ball wide receiver, and I 8 times, 7 times out of 10 go with a Lamb, JJ, or Chase over any of the RBs. 6, 7 times out of 10. But I want to have Gibbs, Bijan, Barkley shares. I do in best ball. But in non-best ball, especially a 10-man league, but even a 12, I'm a little more apt to go running back if it's, especially if it's going to be running back heavy, just because I can get Hunter and MHJ and sometimes even Garrett Wilson in a 10 or a 12-man grandma running back hungry environment. So it really, the context is everything. That's why I always say best player available and not a position. You say a position is somebody in best ball and they think you're talking about the same position, quality and value in a non-best ball. They're 2 different worlds. That's why you got to pick the best player available. And best player available changes based on that environment too. Best player available in a running back hungry 10-man league is RB 9 times out of 10 in round 1. In best ball mania or underdog anything, wide receiver in the top 5 or 6 is usually best player available. Just the way it is right now.
Okay. Last question. Do you think Ridley's going to do anything good this year?
I'm starting to get a little excited about Ridley, but he always disappoints, so I'm a little cautious to be throwing around my emotions and committing to him because I think Ridley is he finds it very easy to leave people hanging. Like, this is a guy that quit on everybody and stepped away from football. This is a guy that then had other issues and stayed away from football. This is a guy that was supposed to do amazing things in Jacksonville, and we backed him. And yeah, there's a lot of T-Law and go routes that weren't really his fault, but he disappointed us again. There's nothing but disappointment. So it's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, like, what the hell am I doing? So I'm at the right cost of entry in some best ball. Because what's $5, $3 draft? Sure. Give me some Ridley. Give me like 5%, maybe like 2% Ridley. 2% of my drafts maybe have Ridley sprinkled in. In a non-best ball, grandma league, a home league, you guys in your work leagues, I'm not touching Ridley. Because there's some other players that are at the same value that I could get and just feel a lot safer about. But in best ball, sure. Because then I don't have to make any decisions. He starts when he's good. He doesn't when he's not.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
Later. Travis, final thoughts. Oh, we got 2. Hold on. We got 2 super chats. I'm sorry, Travis. Hang tight. I think this one's for Gump. Can you ask Gump what receivers will be top 5 target? What receivers will be top 5 in targets? Gump, you want to answer that question in the chat, please? What wide receivers will be top 5 in targets? And then we've got this one from Charles T. Charles T. Gump versus Denny. That would be a great battle. I'd like to see a Gump versus Denny boxing match for charity. That'd be unbelievable. They'd probably start talking like in the middle of the stop and thank you for the super chat, Charles T. Good to see you here. Travis, final thoughts.
Yeah, so right now we basically have Bijan, Gibbs, and Jeanty as like the top 3 guys in Dynasty, and even when you're ranking them for redraft, I know some people like to put Barkley there, but it's kind of yet to be seen how those carries wear down on them. Over the next year or 2, do you see any of these rookie RBs that are coming in the league now, or anyone in the league now is going to creep into that top 3, or you think that top 3 is set in stone for the next few years anyway. Bijan, Gibbs, Jeanty.
Yeah. In no particular order. That's in no particular order. We're just trying to kick around ideas. I guess if I was to, I could throw out some wild card options, but I do agree that we're probably looking at this being the consensus for me. I'm not saying there aren't possibilities, but for running backs anyway, I would say the guys close to this trio. I mean, like Achan's in, like Bucky, Achan are in consideration for sure. Kyron, I think, is more of a 1, 2, 3 year guy. Bucky could be 3 or 4 years. Achan could be 3 or 4 years more. Breece Hall's like 2 to 3 years more. So like I wouldn't even put them. I think Hampton, Hendy, and I still think Harvey, because his odometer, his NFL odometer is at 0. So he's got 6 years. These guys are in the mix for being, you know, in the group. Like they got to get in the group. Like, so here's the top 3. Then I think it's Bucky and Achan. This is like the guys that could jump into this territory. These guys are going to try and climb into this group so that they can also be able to transfer over. But I don't know that I see anybody else, because I'm going to take Hall and Kyron out. I'm going to take Jacobs out. I'm going to take JT out.
Yep.
Obviously Henry McCaffrey out. And Barkley out. It's really, to me, Chase Brown's, I like Chase Brown, but he's not capable of these numbers. I think he's one of those guys that could linger. He could become second round valuable, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's probably going to be, I mean, Hall's kind of, I guess Hall could have the same amount of time as Achan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Put Hall here. He's still young. So Hall, Hampton, Hendy, Harvey to try and get, and Hall's got to try and get back in this group because he's not in there right now. So Achan and Bucky.
Right.
Achan and Bucky.
Yeah, Achan and Bucky, they kind of stand alone right now. They did it last year. Saw it. And then, so the rookies got to prove themselves. They got I like that. I like that list. I think John missed the beginning of the show. I hope anyway, because there's committees everywhere.
John, this whole show is about how we're all panicked. We're all panicked, John. John, we're all in a state of panic. That's what the show's about tonight. We none of us know what to do. We're hoping we can find someone that can lead us out of this questionable environment where we're all scared to death of committees. We don't know. Monty's scaring me, John. He's scaring me, John. He's scaring me.
I feel better. He said he missed the show. He's just coming in.
John, it will be helpful. Rewatch it. Appreciate you. All right.
Yeah, the whole point.
Travis, I'm out of here.
Yep. Thanks, Smitty.
See you later. Bye. See you tomorrow. All right, later, everybody. Appreciate all my super chatting monsters. You guys know who you are. Jonathan, Bryson, Buckeye, Leland, Aaron, Charles T. Appreciate you all. Look at this team. Underdog promo code Smitty. If you missed tonight's draft, make sure you're signed up and ready for tomorrow night. Okay. Gump, did you tell us who the top 5 targeted wide receivers were? Gump said Jameson Williams will be number 1 in the NFL. I see he can't even focus on answering a question. You say, name the top 5. Well, real quickly, Underdog code Smitty. Get 50% match on your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. So you deposit $500, they'll give you $250. You deposit $2,000, they'll give you $1,000. You deposit $10, the minimum, they'll give you $5. You can go at $15. So get ready by signing up. Links in the description. Link is pinned in the live chat. Code Smitty gets it done as well. Sign up now so you're ready tomorrow and you don't have to scramble when we get into a draft. But What were we talking about? Oh, Gump was asked. He gets so focused he can't answer a question. He was asked, name the top 5 wide receivers and targets, and he goes, and that's it. He can't focus. Happy Father's Day, Smith. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yeah, John, we're live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, as Travis said. I'm also live at midnight Eastern every single night practically. So midnight, 8 p.m., Monday through Friday, and live, Jonathan or John, anytime news breaks, bro. Anytime big news breaks that needs fantasy football explaining to do, your boy goes live. We do it live. Ryan, chill out in the chat, please, so you don't get removed from the entire show. All right, I'll see you all later. Appreciate you. We drafted the HHH and Associates. We drafted the Triple H and Associates. Brian, calm down in the chat, or you're going to be removed.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Warning, warning. Cheat code activated.
Mr. London, what seems to be the problem? I've been a little off. Can't seem to get things going, if you know what I mean. I think I have just the thing for you, Mr. London.
Disrespected.
Take a lap. Don't come back. You're a Kyron hater. You're an HN instigator. Your mama never taught you how to be anything but AC Slater. And even if you want to pretend you like Kyron Williams now, he's never gonna love you back, so he won't turn no frowns upside down. Maybe you never had a papa, and that's okay, because I could be your daddy. Your mama never minded, so let's just be a big family. Kyron